Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the Act 4 experience. We're so glad to have you. Hope everyone had fun last night at City Grocery. It is my honor to introduce Dr. Samir Husney, and I'm Caitlin Bachmeyer. I'm a senior integrated marketing communication student here. And welcome, and everyone enjoy.
Thank you, Caitlin. Good morning. Hopefully you all had a good night's sleep. I did not, so if I start fading out during the last, actually the last thing is at 5 o'clock, it's a break, so I may take a nap before we go eat. I'm so delighted that you are all here. I think we have a fantastic program. The 100 plus attendees plus the 20 students, we are going to have a marvelous time discussing the future of the industry that we all love and work in, and hopefully one day work for. Some just like housekeeping things. And since my daughter is not here, I can mention again about the parking passes. If you need a parking pass, please see me. I do have one. We are going to have 2 breaks. Please, we need to stay on time, because if one speaker or one panel goes overtime, that was going to make all the other programs go overtime, and we cannot afford that. We've rented this place just till 5 o'clock, so we can't stay in this place more than 5 o'clock. The program, as you can see, we have the copies of the program in your bags. Please don't forget to grab a bag. Don't forget to grab a T-shirt. Some of the books that are outside also are for grabbing. We are loading you with stuff. So, I don't know, I don't see Bo. We didn't give you any digital stuff. It's all ink on paper material that you are taking with. But talking about digital, you can follow us or tweet at hashtag MICACT4, MICACT4, hashtag MICACT4. Again, I would like to thank all our sponsors that you can see, the gold sponsors and the silver sponsors, and we are going to get the show on the road. So, Katie, it's all yours.
Hello, my name is Katie Cameron, and I'm a senior print journalism major here at Ole Miss. I'm studying Spanish and magazine specialization in public relations. It is my honor to introduce to you Mr. Billy Morris, CEO of Morris Communications, and Ms. Donna Kessler, President of Morris Media Network.
Thank you, Katie, and good morning, ladies and gentlemen. It's always good to be back at Ole Miss. I've had the great pleasure of being here for all 4 of these conferences, and as many of you have, and they have meant much to our company and to our executives and to our family. What's the difference between this conference and other conferences? Well, first of all, this is an experience. This is not just a conference, it's an experience. It's an exchange between industry leaders and future industry leaders. And it's wonderful that that's its purpose. It's designed to serve the industry and to strengthen and undergird the importance of journalism and the magazine media in our free and wonderful society. It has the intimacy of a university setting with the energy, the excitement, the curiosity, and the participation of students. That makes it different. And of course, it's another fine example of the work of Dr. Samir Husney, Mr. Magazine himself. And you know, Samir and I have known each other for quite a while, and we swapped a few ties along the way. As a matter of fact, the tie that I have on right now, he gave to me. It's got ducks on it. And I guess he thought I was a little ducky, or maybe I quacked too much. I'm not sure what the thing was. But I've known him a good while, and I have had the opportunity talk with faculty, with his associates, with students, with his family, about the kind of man he is, and some of his quirks and habits and so forth. And so I have found out a few things about Samir, and I brought him a few ties because we do exchange ties from time to time. I have found out that Samir is quite hot-headed. Many people think he's very, very stubborn. So I brought a mule tie because there's nothing more stubborn than a mule. I've also done some checking about how he operates. And there are those that think he's somewhat like a butterfly. He's flighty. He jumps from here to there. So I thought he would like to have a butterfly tie. So I brought that to him. There are others that think he never forgets anything. He has a mind just like an elephant. He never, ever forgets something. So I brought him an elephant tie. Finally, there are those who think he's very smart and who's very wise. So I figured he's probably as wise as an owl, so I brought him an owl tie. And finally, there are those of us, and I am in this class, who feel like he's solid as a rock. Yes, solid as the Rock of Gibraltar. So here, Samir, is a tie of the Rock of Gibraltar. So I hope you enjoy your new ties. Yes, a special bulletin, that's right. Samir asked me to give a brief history of our family, since we've been in the communications business since 1929. It was in that year that my father started as a bookkeeper for the Augusta Chronicle in Augusta, Georgia. The Chronicle is established in 1785. It's one of the South's oldest newspapers. That and the Charleston News and Courier are the two oldest in the South. And we've been truly blessed. Dad worked his way up. He got some equity in the mid-40s. He and Mother put a second mortgage on their house. It's a great entrepreneurial, typical American story of success. He didn't have two dimes to rub together at that point in his life, but he made something of it. He got a partner. Partner died in the late 40s. He was able to get 100% ownership of the Augusta Chronicle, and that's where we started. I went to journalism school at the University of Georgia and got out in 1956. I met my wonderful wife there, Sissy. She and I have been married 55 years, and we're blessed with 3 wonderful children, all of whom are in the business, and we are blessed with 6 grandchildren. We're a Christian family. We're active Presbyterians. All of us participate in our church and its activities. We've been truly blessed as a family. We started in newspapers, as I said, and today our company owns 12 daily newspapers and numerous weeklies scattered from Alaska to Florida. We also have radio stations, we have a book company, we have a cable company, and an agribusiness company. The chocolate pecans in your packet came from our farm, the Wade Plantation, which is 1 hour south of Augusta. I hope you enjoy them. Our venture into magazines started in 1979. We call it Morris Media Network, and it contains the following groups of magazines. We have an equine cluster, we have a sporting cluster, we have regional, city, and lifestyle magazines, and travel magazines, and that's what we're going to talk mostly about today. In your packet also is a little booklet that shows the Morris Media Network and what it's comprised of. So I hope you'll take a minute and take a look at that. Samir also asked me to talk a little bit about our print business and about its interface with digital technologies. To begin with, newspapers have a huge digital audience in addition to their huge print audience. So do magazines. Both industries are well into the interface of these two great mediums. We still believe in print. It's our foundation, and at the moment it's paying the bills. We also jumped into digital with both feet, and we're doing it well on all fronts. Digital is not a challenge or a threat, but it's the greatest opportunity for media that has come along in my lifetime. This new technology gives us capacity that we never dreamed of. And what's more, you don't have to have a license from the FCC. You don't have to pay a fee. You just do it. And that's what we are doing as a company. We'll get better at it as we learn more about it. It's very much an evolving medium. The product is not the paper, however. The product is the content. And it is our job to assemble, that is to gather and collect, package, and distribute content. And that's what we do. And all of us in this room, particularly you students, must always remember that that's what we do. We gather, assemble, collect, and disseminate content. Our magazines, as you would expect, are available on the iPad, the desktop, the mobile devices, and we update them frequently, just as we update our newspapers daily. We're also using digital to stay in constant touch with our subscribers between print cycles. Let me give you an example of this. As we all know, between publication dates, you don't have any way to touch your subscriber. And during that period, they have a chance to wonder. They can search for information elsewhere. They have an opportunity to find other sources of the information that you have been supplying them on a regular basis. Digital now gives us a tremendous advantage that we've never had before. With digital, we can push important data to our subscribers and new types of content like video that we've never been able to provide before. So we have an opportunity now to stay in touch with our customer between print cycles. It's a fabulous, fabulous advantage that we now have. And with an app, we can, as you know, we can push constantly to stay in touch with them with information. And I think we can sell, and I think we will sell more advertising, because now we're selling not only the print, but a continuous contact with an audience that's interested in a certain passion or subject. There are many, many other advantages that we all know about. Samir asked me to talk this morning more about our travel business. It's what we call Morris Visitor Publications, MVP. And its major brand is the Where brand. This is a wonderful success story of excellent management, of vision, and some good luck. This company focuses on providing necessary and timely information to people who are in a strange place, that is, travelers and visitors. They have strong needs for local information that they may or may not have been able to get before they left home. We provide them with 4 pieces of information that they need. What and where to eat, what to do, what to buy, and how to get around the local area. Not how to get there because they're already there, not where to stay because they're already in a hotel or motel. So that's the main 4 missions of this company, is to provide visitors and travelers with those 4 pieces of information. We have 3 primary customers: the visitor, who needs this information; the merchant, who wants his or her information in front of that specific and particular audience; and then the distributors, who for the most part are concierges and hotels, and there are others. We have fabulous relationships with them, and we continue to build on those relationships. All of the information in this company is free. It's advertiser supported. MVP is a worldwide company with operations in Europe, China, and next year we will be in Asia Pacific. This year, our circulation of worldwide owned, licensed, and affiliated products is right at 65 million. We believe and we know that our pass-along rate is at least 3. It may be more than that. So if you multiply those numbers out, you come up with almost 200 million people that we touch every year with something that we do. That's a huge, huge audience. We have a variety of products, which we're going to show you now. Where Magazine started in 1936. On the left is a 1945 version of it, and on the right is a modern-day San Francisco version. Guest Informant, or hardback, started in 1937. On the left is a Cleveland 1970 version, and on the right is the Guest Informant, I think that's about a 1991. We have dropped the name Guest Informant. We had these two great companies that we pulled together, and we felt like Where was our best name, so we don't use Guest Informant anymore. Where the hardbacks are now the Where Guest Books, and of course the Where Magazine, the Where Maps, and so forth. We use that name across the entire platform. Where Magazine and Where Guest Books are the foundation of what we do. But let me tell you how we really look at this business. What we feel like that we have created in each market is a platform. In each market, we have a platform. For instance, in the U.S., you can see here there's a hardback on the left. That happens to be a New Orleans book. Here's a Washington Where Magazine down below, a menu guide, a quick guide, and a map. And we have other products that we don't have on the screen. The next slide, and I absolutely love this slide. This is Paris, France. I love this slide because it shows what we were able to do off of one product, the Where Magazine, which is on the left there. Now that's the updated version. That's not the one that we started with. We started in Paris, France with one single product, Where Magazine, and we were losing money with it at the time. But now, in Paris, we have off of that same platform a Brazilian edition in Portuguese, that's the next one over, a Russian edition, a Chinese edition, an English-French edition. We do almost 1 million copies of that, and also an edition in Arabic, which is not up there. In addition to that, we have 50,000 Chinese maps. We have 100,000 Japanese maps. We publish 4 million maps for Printemps, the big store in Paris. We do that for them. We also have the pop-out maps. That's on the bottom left there. You've probably seen these little maps that pop out like this. Put them right in your pocket. Very handy. And we have the French brochure system, which are brochures. We distribute 60 million brochures in Paris. We have over 2,200 sites. We are the dominant distributor of brochures in the city of Paris, France. And we cross-sell the magazine and the brochures, same customers. If you want to speak to the visitors in Paris, France, and there are almost 30 million of them a year, you almost have to come to us. We've got the high-end magazines, we've got the middle-end magazines, we've got the low-end brochures, we've got the maps, we've got the menu guides, all built off of that one platform that I showed you just a minute ago. And in addition to that, we have a brand new website, wheretraveler.com, and Donna's going to talk to you a little bit about that in a minute. And it's available in the usual forms on the desktop, on the pad, iPhone, all of that, and it gives you a variety of information about Paris. So we have truly a fabulous business in Paris that we built off of one platform. And we view every market that same way. We're working off of a platform. We have 3 tremendous advantages over our competitors in each market. First is that we have local management on site in the market. We have somebody in charge. Second, we have feet on the street. In every market, we have advertising salespeople and circulation people on the street. And thirdly, and most important, We have local editors in each market. That gives us the ability to gather, collect, and present online and in our publications accurate, timely, local information that we are dominant in. The key two words are accuracy and timeliness. We must dominate in that space, and we do, and we will continue to do that. Our ability to gather, edit, and disseminate accurate and timely content is truly remarkable, and it gives us the ability in print and online. It's the foundation of our business. Now I want to introduce to you Donna Kessler. Donna is president of Morris Media Network, which is everything in this book, but her background, she came with us through the acquisition of Guest Informant. So she has a special place in her heart for travel. All of what you see has taken place under her management. She's done a fabulous job of bringing together 30 acquisitions and startups over 15 years. And some in this room, I think Reed helped us with a little of that. 30 acquisitions, including startups, over a period of 15 years. And this is the company that she and her associates, and I'm going to introduce them to you here in a minute, have created. They have developed the perfect travel platform, and she'll explain it to you. As she's coming up, here's a short video.
That's not good. Okay. Good morning. It is truly my pleasure to be with you all. I want to thank Samir for the invitation and the opportunity to speak with you. I'm not so sure I wanted to thank him at about 1 o'clock this morning when I was eating Skittles, Laffy Taffy, popcorn, peanuts from my Cheeriodical box. It is also a great privilege for me to present alongside my boss, Mr. Morris. He is an incredible visionary and truly the driving force behind all that we do. I always leave Mississippi a little more enlightened, and I hope that what Mr. Morris and I share with you today will give you something to take away as well. As a society of free people, we demand information, and lots of it. We demand current, accurate, and timely information. We need helpful information, which is delivered in a variety of ways. Yes, there is a change happening, and it is my team's responsibility to embrace that change for the sake of our consumers. I look at the changing environment as a huge opportunity to continue to be of value in the travel space, and an extremely exciting opportunity to expand and explore ways to get that done. We need to provide relevant and helpful content to our customers in any way they want to see it, and in such a way that it provides the best experience they could possibly have while researching, planning, traveling, visiting, or sharing their trip. This has been our mission for the past few years. We have expanded our focus from one delivery method to what does the travel enthusiast need, want, when, and how. We are fortunate to have a strong print base, and now we are building on that base to create a strong digital platform. Our goal is to become the major provider of global travel information. As a travel publisher, we began looking at potential opportunities within the travel space. What is travel? What does it look like? We at Morris have defined travel in 5 segments. Looking at this slide, we begin the cycle in the upper right-hand corner in the idea and research phase, or inspiration. Next, you move on to the booking phase, or actually taking action. Then to travel, going there. Destination, you're physically in your location, which is being there. And finally, sharing. Let me begin with where we started as a company in this cycle. The Ware brand was strictly in-destination products. That was it. Strictly in-destination or being there for over 75 years. The Ware brand was 99% print. We had only one distribution method, and that was through our relationships with hotels and the concierge. Our advertising revenue was 98% local dollars. And we did have a website, but like many, it was simply repurposed print information. And like the rest of you in this room, we had to deal with a down economy and digital disruption. But what we did have were local editors creating timely, accurate, curated content, a local sales force, and a secure distribution method to reach the travelers. We knew we had the foundation and the platform to expand our core and to reach travelers in the various phases of the travel segments. Now I'm going to share with you how we have started to and plan to accomplish this. We have an enormous amount of in-destination content created, again, by our local editors. And our local editors are in multiple locations, and all of this information is timely and accurate. For 77 years, we've been the trusted authority and information source for travelers. This is our tremendous advantage. So of course we saw an opportunity to attract travelers during the planning of their trip. I suspect every family has had a conversation similar to this. Where should we go for summer vacation this year? Or maybe we should go somewhere warm to get away from this cold weather. We wanted to help answer those questions. We wanted to give ideas. We wanted to provide a place for travelers to dream and search. This happens when thinking about travel. We wanted to inspire. By adapting and expanding our existing local content, we can help travelers decide where they want to go and what is available to do while in destination. So we began and continue to create more content that will inspire travel. This has been a major initiative for us over the past year. We hired a dedicated team to focus on this 24/7. We have added more global content, more local content, and more visual content in the form of photography and videos. We have added more stories and more itineraries, which are broadly focused to inspire travel to our current print and non-print destinations. We now offer the ability to store your ideas on our new website. Travelers can create profiles and save their dreams, if you will, on wheretraveler.com. The new inspirational content, in addition to our over 55,000 listings, and growing I might add, can all be selected and added to a customized itinerary assigned to an individual. All of this available for recall and changes at any stage throughout the travel cycle. We refer to this tool as Add to Trip, and it is new functionality we have created over the past year. We also realized that all of this content would be of greater value if available in different languages. We are now delivering travel information in 8 languages, with more to come, and all on our new website, iPad, mobile, digital newsstands such as Magster and Zinio, and in print. Inspiration automatically drives booking or taking action. Where do we see ourselves in this space? I believe the most important part of the booking phase is providing the consumer with the tools to complete their user experience. Part of our new website and digital strategy incorporates the standard booking widget for airfare, hotel, and rental car. But we also plan to provide the traveler with the ability to book local tours and local attractions if they desire to do so. Local booking of tours and attractions is a new frontier in the digital space, and we see revenue opportunity in this segment, and we view this as an opportunity, again, to give the traveler the tools they need to make trip planning easy. The Going There segment of the cycle is most attractive to advertisers and opens up huge revenue opportunities for us as an organization. The advertiser wants to get on your itinerary, to capture your spending dollars, and now is the time that the traveler is really beginning to commit to what they are going to be doing while in destination. There are many opportunities for us to deliver content while traveling. Content can be provided while in flight, either through video, print, or digital replica. We are currently providing content in airports through our Where Traveler branded airport newsstands. We currently have stores in the San Diego airport and also at JFK. And content can be provided for international travelers through tour operators and travel document facilities. We currently have in excess of 1,100 branch distribution partners in China who give our content to US-bound Chinese travelers, pre-departure and in the Chinese language. Let me share with you 2 great examples of current products that we produce at the moment and are used during travel. The first example is a print product we produce for the China Union Pay card, which is a Chinese debit credit card company. This card is the only credit card available to the Chinese traveler when going abroad. This product provides the traveler with relevant information focused on the popular destinations they desire to travel to. And China Union Pay distributes this branded product when issuing credit cards for travel before they leave China. Next, the Milepost. The Milepost is not a Where branded product, but it is within the Morris Media Network family and also covers travel. It is a print product, publishing since 1949. And this publication provides facts and practical information for traveling the Alaska-Canadian Highway. Information provided is literally milepost by milepost. We also offer a replica version and a downloadable app for tablet and mobile. So you can see there are multiple ways to reach the traveler during travel in the form of print and digital. And again, let me reiterate, our customers find advertising in this segment extremely effective. Through this entire process, we wanted to make sure that we didn't lose sight of our legacy, our sweet spot, if you will. And that is our core, our ability to deliver information while in destination. First, we knew that with the launch of our new website, we needed to make sure that the digital and print were a fully integrated experience. Digital needed to be hourly updates, and print needed to complement the digital. The content needed to go hand in hand, and the content needed to drive the traveler in appropriate ways back and forth between the two. For example, we knew that a house ad or a filler ad promoting the website or a simple mention of the website on the cover would not be the full type of integration that we were looking for in this marriage. Again, we knew that the digital and print had to work together. We also know that one last piece to this equation to complete the in-destination experience is the development of an app. An app focused on geofencing. We feel this would be extremely useful to the traveler while in destination. For example, I just checked into the Samir Hotel. I have allowed my phone to recognize my location, and now I want to know all of the restaurants within walking distance of the hotel property. What a great tool for a traveler. So, again, our sweet spot in destination. The traveler has access to our information via classic web, iPad, mobile, print, and a custom app, all providing the content the traveler wants in a delivery method that makes sense. One final comment on in-destination. For us as a company, we are also focusing on expanding our global footprint through strategic acquisition, by pursuing brand partners all over the world, and not overlooking any custom publishing jobs that complement our core. The final phase of travel is sharing. And we view sharing in two ways. Our responsibility to share with the traveler, and the traveler's desire to share with family and friends. On our side, we feel it is our obligation to keep the traveler informed with up-to-date information via email marketing initiatives, content partnerships with organizations such as the Huffington Post, and constantly updating our social media sites. We need to give the traveler information that is informative and shareable. Now, a little more exciting is how we engage and encourage the traveler to share. Let's think about it for a moment. Sharing your trip with family and friends has been a part of the travel experience as long as travel has existed. Sharing stories, photographs, adventures, it's most certainly going to happen. This is no different than it has always been, except the way we deliver the shared information has changed. During my childhood, we spent every Thanksgiving with my aunt, uncle, and cousins in Detroit, Michigan. And it was a ritual that after the dishes had been cleared away from the table, we would rearrange the living room furniture to free up a wall. The slide projector would come out, and we would all sit and watch the photos from the previous summer's vacation at the lake. Much different now. We share instantly and digitally. Our new website provides travelers with the ability to share photos, comments about experiences before, during, or after travel through social media. I certainly don't have to tell anyone in this room that this is a must. I'm not much of a Facebook user, but even I post photos and relevant information to a select group of friends, and I have to admit, I'm actually doing it immediately after I take the photograph now, and it's quite obsessive. I find this sharing segment of travel to be the most exciting addition to our portfolio. In closing, as I turn the presentation back over to Mr. Morris, I want to reiterate how excited we are about this opportunity to really have an impact on the travel experience. And most importantly, to provide our consumers with accurate and timely information in whatever way they want to receive it. That is our job and our responsibility.
Thank you, Donna. So, in closing, what do we envision for this company going forward? We intend to become the indispensable to travelers worldwide. We're going to stay focused on what we're doing, local, accurate, timely information, better than anybody else in the world, because that is truly what we have a great advantage with. We're going to seek opportunities to grow the company nationwide and worldwide, and we'll seize those opportunities when they show themselves. We will build on our unique portfolio of products, our print and digital working together successfully and profitably for the benefit of our customers and travelers the world over. In closing, I want to thank the many people who have made this happen, and those who are particularly here today. Donna Kessler, whom you've already heard from, Haynes Wilkerson. Haynes, please stand. Jeff Cole. Jeff is a student, a graduate of this school right here. 3 years ago, he was sitting right there where you students are sitting. And today, Jeff is our chief travel editor and has just done a fabulous job. He helped prepare this presentation, among other things. Melissa Blanco is Director of National Marketing. Melissa, where are you? There she is, right there. Bridget Duffy is National Sales and Strategic Partnership. Dennis Kelly is CFO. We have 2 other people from our equine group, our group publisher, Patty Tyberg, and Ross Heacock, who is editor of the Western Horseman. There's one other person in the audience that I have to tip my hat to and say thank you, and that's Jim Elliott. Jim will be on the program behind me, behind us with a panel discussion. Jim has been a great friend, counselor, advisor, and has made a major contribution to the success that you've seen. In the 15 years, these people have taken 2 great names, Where and Guest Informer, which were disconnected, which were floundering, and they have built one large worldwide company that has vision, that has purpose, that has goals, and a clear sense of direction. I am most grateful to my dear friend and wonderful associate, Donna Kessler, for her leadership, for her commitment, her outstanding executive ability. She is an absolutely wonderful leader. Donna, thank you. I also want to thank my friend Samir Husney for all he has done to help us build the Morris Media Network in addition to the Morris Vista publications, which we just talked about. He has been tremendously helpful to us. We're doing well now, and there's much to come. Thank you, Samir, for your considerable help. As you can see, folks, we've had many blessings. Thanks be to God. And now I think we'll take questions. Do we have time for questions? One question. Yeah. Donna. That's a great question. I hope everybody could hear it. It has to do with the sensibility of tracking data on your customers. First of all, we don't really know who our customers are, except that they are travelers and visitors on the print side. We don't know who, the name or address of who might pick up a magazine or menu guide or whatever. What we have an opportunity to do now with digital is to create a relationship with people. I'm hopeful, and I share your concern about the invasive nature of databases and all of that. I hope that over time we can create, through the sharing part of that cycle that you saw and the first part, the idea and inspiration part, I hope we can create a service. I hope we can identify somebody and provide something to them. I mean, how many places can you go? I mean, I know chambers of commerce have websites on towns, and there are others out there, but I hope that we can develop a respectable, credible, believable source of information that people will trust. And I hope that we can get the message out there, and we're working on this now, that we are the only one that, from a journalistic standpoint, puts high emphasis on accuracy and on timeliness. The sites that you get from other places might be weeks or months old. They may not be accurate. But I think we have a capacity to build something and to build a relationship, yes, a friendship, with those customers online. So that's what we see as a great advantage there.